So the first thing is to take away your presumption that there is an infrastructure in place that will help you. There may not be. Secondly, you've also got to ask, are you welcome in this country or not? There's another presumption that we will bring investment into this country and the country will love us for it. That may not be true. Always make the assumption that you might not be as welcome as you think, and you have to work on creating an environment or creating some value where you are welcomed into that country. Yeah. So these are some of the challenges which I personally faced, and I think it's useful. It's all in the mindset. I ask people, what type of mindset have you got before you entered this market? Why are you really entering this market? Are there no other ways of creating growth in some other established markets? You've got to be really clear about this and make no particular assumptions about the existence of an infrastructure that might help you. I think it's also another piece of advice I would have: recruit early and recruit well the locals that you have there. They are a huge source of talent. Do not look down just because they might not have the right letters behind their names. There is a lot of local talent in a lot of emerging countries. It's about how you can attract them in the first place, because they might not want to join your company if they don't know who you are. So attract them in the first place and then work very hard on building an assimilative culture that allows them to thrive within your company. We really do use them. Internally, we publish them all the time, and in my business, we use them as well. I've got a couple of practical suggestions for managers wanting to use scenarios. Scenarios are very long-term. They are possible or potential outcomes, we call them. They are not really forecasts. Yeah? So they're out there for 50 years, and as an executive who's busy, you might sit down and say, this is nonsense. How am I going to use this? Well, even at Shell, we don't actually build plans for 50 years. We have outcomes, and the nature of energy is very long range. Yeah? But all our operating businesses, in my case, in Shell Marine Products, we have a 5-year plan of where we want to take the business, and we've broken that into a 1-year plan for next year and operating budget. My suggestion on how to use scenarios: get yourself a roadmap that works for your business. Define what signposts would be, and you need to put a lot of thinking into creating the right signposts. Get different views from other companies outside yourself in asking these difficult questions. And then as a management team, you need to sit at least every 6 months asking whether or not your strategy is still suitable for some of the scenarios that might come up.